Hey, Delaware Beer Fest fans, welcome to the Daily Beer Podcast. I'm your host, Dennis, and this is the official podcast of the Delaware Beer Fest, which is going to be held on October 5th at Frawley Stadium in downtown Wilmington, Delaware. So, why a podcast? Why talk about the Delaware Beer Fest and why talk about Frawley Stadium? Great question. Thanks for asking. Biggest thing that we're doing with the podcast is emphasizing the brands. Who's going to be at the Delaware Beer Fest this year and what makes them so special? In the area, we have these great brands, these great breweries, these great wineries, these great distilleries, and our job is not only to attract people to those brands, but ultimately give them a voice, tell their story to our audience so that you get excited about them and you want to try them when you get to the Delaware Beer Fest. So what is the Delaware Beer Fest? If you haven't been, this is actually our 7th year. Other years we've had it at the Bellevue State Park at the Figure 8 Barn, which has been a great venue for us, but we decided to come down to another iconic site and location here in the state of Delaware, emphasizing what Delaware truly is about. Our background's pretty straightforward. We were a group that wanted to have a really good time with all the great breweries here in the state of Delaware, and it's evolved from there. Now, the Delaware Beer Fest is actually a tasting event, and that tasting event, like we said, includes wineries, distilleries, breweries, we have meaderies, we have places that ultimately are going to come together to give you an incredible experience. Then we throw in vendors, we throw in food. This year we actually have our ballpark food, so you're going to get your hot dogs, your popcorns, your Cracker Jacks, all those things that make a ballpark experience such a wonderful, wonderful time. Keep in mind, all the proceeds go directly to the Trauma Survivors Foundation. The Trauma Survivors Foundation, which is my foundation, we started it after my response to the Sandy Hook massacre, where we counseled survivors and families and first responders. We decided to start the Trauma Survivors Foundation to help people in the aftermath of those type of events, whether it's a mass shooting or a worldwide disaster. We were there to help provide the crisis mental health services to them. Plus, we have many other programs, including our educational program, to help folks get into the field of psychology and mental health. If you look at it, if we benefit, we raise the money, we're helping people, and we're having a wonderful time at the Delaware Beer Fest. So if you kind of look at the different breweries and the different wineries and even the distilleries here in Delaware and the surrounding areas, we are pulling from New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, and outside with national brands and national beverages. Tito's Handmade Vodka is our main drink sponsor, our main alcohol sponsor to the Delaware Beer Fest. So that is a Texas brand that's coming up to the little state of Delaware, which you should enjoy. They're actually dropping what they call the Podzilla in the outfield, which is this huge tiki bar. So it's going to be a very, very, very fun time. To purchase tickets to the Delaware Beer Fest, pretty simple. You go to DelawareBeerFest.com. We have several different options. We start with our general admission tickets, which you still get an amazing amount of things for the general admission. You get to sample over 75 plus and counting brands that are going to be at the event. You get to go through all the games. You get to play cornhole and Jenga. You get to go through different activities that are going to be set up throughout the day. You hear live bands, music. You get to see performances throughout the entire day, and that's just with general admission. For our VIP, we step it up a little bit. We step it up a notch. You get to come in an hour before. So you have an hour extra to come in. You get a T-shirt. You get the tasting mugs. You get advantages of walking through the dugouts, looking at the press boxes. And then we have their Ultra VIP tickets. This is the ultimate experience at the Delaware Beer Fest and the ballpark itself. Not only do you get the extra hour, but you get to hang out in the Diamond Club, where we're going to have exclusive drinks for you. You get vouchers for full pours versus our sample pours. So we have many different options this year that are just going to be literally out of the ballpark. Lastly, we have something that's called the suite experience. Now, we have 12 of these luxury suites here at Fraley Stadium. And these luxury suites have televisions, places to sit, extra seating. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill it with food, and we're going to fill it with adult beverages and soft drinks for you so that you can have this very relaxing, fun time at the ballpark. So let's say you're a bachelor party or bachelorette party, or you're a work group and you just want to come in and you want to have a really good time. You can get one of these suites, which roughly is about the cost per person of a VIP ticket. You can get these suites and just hang out and have this great time, relax, enjoy, take everything in, and then you come back and you hang out with your friends. So that's the Delaware Beer Fest. It's pretty cool. We enjoy it. The stadium is awesome. If you haven't been down to Fraley Stadium, literally get yourself down there before the end of the baseball season. The Blue Rocks are playing some pretty good ball out there, and you just get to really be a part of Wilmington, Delaware. You really get to be a part of the sense of what the Delaware community is about. We're also running a little special this year. If you haven't seen it on our Facebook or Instagram or any of our social media accounts, we're doing a program called Find That Baseball. You get that chance to win a set of general admission tickets or VIP tickets where I give you a clue weekly on Wednesdays as to where you could find a baseball. It'll be behind a bar at either a restaurant, brewery, winery, or distillery. And all you have to do is take a picture with you, the baseball, at that spot, and you get tickets. This is something that we wanted to instill very early on to get people involved. We want you to be the biggest and best part of the Delaware Beer Fest. Our media partners this year are Forever Media, which is WSDW, WXCY, and WDEL. There's going to be ticket contests on all the radio stations starting next week, and you'll be able to have a chance to win general admission and VIP tickets. But they're also going to be sending future stars to us that will be singing the national anthem on each session. We do have 2 sessions to the Delaware Beer Fest, so make sure when you're getting the ticket, you pick the session that works for you. So starting next time, we're going to start talking to those brands, those wineries, those distilleries, to those breweries, and really give you a taste of what's to come to the Delaware Beer Fest. So this is Dennis again from the Daily Beer Podcast. We hope to see you at the ballpark.